Hello everyone, I'm Julie and I'm going to present you Wallonie design, our services, but also 3 projects we developed in the field of circular economy. So to tell you more about us, Wallonie Design is the Walloon reference organization that makes the links between companies and designers in order to demonstrate the role of design as a performance driver. Our goal is to facilitate the use of design to concretize innovation and anticipate changes in the society. On a daily basis, our team raises awareness among companies, diagnose tech design needs, connect them with designers, and promote the results of these collaborations. We also value design as a driver of sustainable and economic development. Concretely, our organization sets up its actions around 6 key missions. First of all, we aim to facilitate the integration of design in Walloon companies, institutions, and public authorities. We develop specific tools to encourage the integration of design in companies, but we also organize individual meetings with business owners and offer orientation diagnostics to help companies work with designers. We also aim to reinforce the designer skills. We organize thematic workshops and conferences, but also visits to companies and research centers with designers in order to generate new collaborations. The third mission is to promote exchange between schools and companies in order to improve the adequacy of design training to the needs of the market. We also work to improve the design ecosystem in Wallonia and federate its sectors. We organize meetings and events and are surrounded by active partners in the field of design and economic development. We work to advise political decision makers in order to make design a factor of growth and well-being. And finally, we enhance the value of design and its profession and promote them on different platforms and medias. We highlight collaboration between designers and SMEs. At Wallonie Design, we are convinced that design is a key ally of the circular economy because it comes into a play at the design stage, when crucial choices are made that impact circularity. Wallonie Design guides companies and designers to integrate circular economy principles in the design of products and services. Today, within the framework of TCBL, our team will present you 3 projects related to circular economy. The first one will be Wonderful Stream, the second one the Text Lab, and finally the Fit-In project. Okay, now let's talk about the Wonderful Stream project. Wonderful Stream is an indirect project in which visual flows from SMEs are valorized with the help of design, technology, and business development. This project is supported by 7 partner organizations active in Belgian and Dutch Limburg, Wallonia, and has links with the German region of Aachen. Wallonie Design and its partner are setting up a support method integrating strategies related to recycling. Although this project does not only focus on textile issues, this method can be applied to all circular design strategies and address the challenges of textile waste. I will now show you a short animated video that will give you an overview of the project.
Makers, we all make quality products. From a raw material to an end product, the whole production chain works as efficiently as possible. In a circular economy, we want to work on smarter chains. To do so, reuse is essential, recycling raw materials as well as seeing the value in waste streams. Your company's waste might become a resource for a whole new product. Therefore, we present Wonderful Stream, an Interreg project in the Meuse-Rhine-Euro region, which allows us to get to know companies and their waste streams and map them out, because all these materials can spark new ideas. Wonderful Stream connects small and medium-sized companies with designers, engineers, and business developers in order to turn waste products into new materials and applications. Something that is useless to you becomes useful again, and it's win-win for everyone. Although your waste flow may seem like a trivial matter, it could matter to others. Let's work together. Visit www.wonderful.stream for more information.
Now I'm going to give you more details about the project and how it is implemented. The project is articulated in 3 different stages. The first phase is a mapping stage in order to identify the SMEs and residual waste within the region. The mapping is implemented through different means: an online mapping tool and a survey, in-depth interview with SMEs in order to identify challenges, and finally, through community events that bring together stakeholders around the project. A selection of SMEs from the mapping phase are selected to go to the next phase, the bootcamp. The bootcamp is a co-creation phase where the SMEs' circular challenges are formulated into concepts using design thinking methods and tools. Concretely, a group of students from different study fields spend 3 days during a bootcamp to think through the challenge of a local SME. After analyzing the problems and defining the challenges, ideas are generated on the second day. Their best ideas are then developed and presented to a jury at the end of the third day. Their best ideas are then developed into concepts. The third phase is the development phase. Some of the circular concepts from the bootcamp are selected for the innovation tracks, during which they will be developed into lab-scale prototypes with the help of a team of professional designers, experts in technology and business development. The project started in January 2020, and some innovation tracks are already implemented in the 3 regions. New innovation tracks will start in January 2022. At the end of the project, there will be at least 30 prototypes from waste valorization, including textile projects. All information on the project activities and events can be found on wonderful.stream. I will now give the floor to my colleague Fanny Vaname, Project Manager at TextLab, who will give you more information about our textile prototyping laboratory. Fanny, the floor is yours.
Like Fab Labs for product design, TextLab Liège offers a rental service for machines, specific software and various tools for textile prototyping. The workshop is dedicated to clothing and textile design. The TextLab is intended to be a place of creation and emulation for designers and textile professionals. The TextLab aims to allow textile designers, stylists, manufacturers, artists to prototype their textile projects, weaving, embroidery, patterns, or textile objects, clothing, accessories, etc. Under the guidance of the project managers, Marie Beguin for textile design and Fanny Vaname for fashion design, users are supported in the development of their projects. Thematic workshops and discovery sessions are organized regularly to allow to discover different techniques and the full potential of the machines. Finally, we select here few projects carried out at TextLab related to the circular economy. Makoko is a collective of 7 textile designers. They develop a project around the recovery of tarpaulins. Mark is a garment brand that honors the upcycling of cross-stitch. We help her to make their brand labels. Natasha Gabriels is a textile designer. She weaves some yarns created from fibers and textile waste from factory. Gaëlle Lormier gives a better life to second-hand clothes with beautiful embroideries. Françoise Lesage makes her own yarn made with local wool, and she dyed them with pigments made by her flowers. Caroline Koster is a fish tanner. She makes their labels at the TextLab.
Thank you, Fanny. I'm now going to present you the last project on which we are working on, the fit-in project. The interest aroused by the TextLab gave rise to the fit-in project. This project was built in December 2020 in response to the open call for project Rayonnement Wallonie launched by the Walloon government. The main goal of this project is to clarify and structure the entire sector in order to create a common dynamic for the development and support of the textile chain in Wallonia. During 1 year, from January to December 2021, our team studied the current situation of the Walloon textile sector, targeting its various needs, issues, and challenges, thanks to the joint work of researchers and field actors. At the end of the project, which is very soon, we will be able to address priority recommendation to authorities in order to support the textile sector in Wallonia. Another aspect is that the project is cross-sectorial and combines different sectors linked to the textile fields. We can mention design, industry, decoration, furniture, fashion, and applied art. This project is led by a consortium of actors bringing together Wallonie Design with the TextLab, who are leading the project, but also 3 federations, Fedistria, Creamoda, and Bcraft. The consortium is also supported by the expertise and the methodology of Lentic and Interact Laboratory, 2 departments of the University of Liège. The implementation of the fit-in project is articulated in 3 main phases. The first phase is contextualization. This phase aims to define the perimeter of the sector and identify the actors who compose it. As a part of the contextualization phase, a directory was created. Nearly 400 actors have been identified so far. In parallel, the team conducted a literature review to understand the sector in depth. As you all know, the textile value chain is made up of many stages, from the fibers to the textile final product. In order to have a global vision of the different problems encountered along the value chain, we met with representatives of each of these different stages. We collected testimonies from many actors in the field through video conferences or by visiting workshops and factories when possible. The second phase was the problematization phase. While the ambition of the first phase was to reveal in a transversal and exploratory way the problem associated with the Walloon design sector according to the respondent, the second phase called upon the actors of the textile sector to identify the most crucial and urgent issues. This phase also allowed us to confirm and refine the results and observations made during the previous phase. For this purpose, 3 2-hour workshops were organized at distance. We welcome over 50 participants, covering an interesting variety of profiles. These workshops allowed us to identify the issues that the community considers to be priorities and validate them as goals to be pursued to support the sector. Among these, we can mention important challenges such as bring back production factories like spinning mills to our territory, to make the consumer aware of local consumption, but also the importance of reclaiming a technical know-how. Of course, the circular economy and the themes of eco-design, reuse and recycling are also top priorities for the future of the sector. Among the challenges identified, we find challenges such as to encourage the eco-design of the products, to make recycling processes more efficient by sorting wastes, biomaterials for instance, but also the challenge to find new profitable business models and the need to identify new markets. The third and final phase, which we are currently in, is the phase of mobilization. This phase aims to engage the actor in a reflection on the priority waste and formulate proposals for concrete actions. All the issues will be worked on in the framework of focus groups that are currently being organized. These focus groups will allow the community of actors to work on these challenges and to detail the action to be implemented to respond to these priority issues. This focus group will be followed by a phase of drafting recommendations to public authorities, but also by setting up of concrete action that the actor will be able to implement more independently. If you are interested in the results of this study, they will be available on Wallonie Design and TextLab website in early 2022. You can also subscribe to our newsletter to be sure to receive the information in your mailbox. These 3 projects have demonstrated that design has an important role to play in the circular economy, in order to propose products that meet the values of viability, desirability, and feasibility. Thank you very much for your attention, and do not hesitate to contact us for more information.